Yeah, this is a great question. To increase the mentorship, I think is really an understanding what the long-term goals are of not only what you want to do within your own firm, but ultimately I think the impact and legacy you want to be able to provide to an ecosystem as a whole. You know, I think within Canada there's a great collegial atmosphere among the other firms here that recognize that we want to be able to improve upon this ecosystem as a whole and obviously do better for ourselves, but by doing better for ourselves, we do better for everyone. And that aspect I think is generally well understood. The other side of the venture space is that it's not a big industry, and transitional change takes time. And that recognition is something that is beginning to be well understood within other firms and other, I think that transition is beginning to be well understood around the ecosystem as a whole. And because of that, we're seeing ourselves and our firms adopt more long-term operational goals and theses to say that this is an important aspect, and maybe not on an immediate, whether or not we can make an impact immediately, we can make an impact significantly over the long term. So that recognition that there's a long-term goal above the typical operational planning cycle is really what I think will drive this big change to get people to be more mentor-oriented, and in particular, mentoring, not necessarily for people who are just in the industry, but to encourage people to come into the industry and recognize how they can get into that industry, maybe not today, but over the next year, 2, 5-year cycle.